everybody, it's your favorite girl, Tyler Nicole Taylor, TNT. If you love me, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, so today is a little special because it's my birthday. Okay, so if you stumbled upon this video, I think it's only right that you just go ahead and subscribe if you aren't subscribed, and go on and like this video, okay? And go on and watch a couple of more videos, because that would be an excellent birthday present for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Hook it up. Alright, so before we get into today's topic, I want to first shout out one of my Instagram, Facebook friends for this lovely shirt here, because you probably see it, like, love story. Isn't that cute? Love, yeah, story. Love story. Oh, you want to see the back? Is that what you said? That's what you said. You want to see the back. Okay, so yeah. I really like this shirt, and I like the line itself because the whole point is about your story is yours and it's important to share. And that's what I'm doing here on my channel, especially with this Making Baby Brown series that I have started, this journey that I have decided to share with you all. It's a journey, it's a story, and even though it's personal and unique to me, my story alone is not a completely unique story. And it's very important for me to share these things with you all, especially for our community, because I just really want a lot of our women and young girls to know that, girl, you are not alone, okay? It's not just you. This apparel line having that same kind of messaging, it just seemed only right that your girl had to go in and make a purchase. I support my friends' businesses. I like to support as much as I can. I buy my friends' music. I buy apparel. I buy whatever I can afford to buy, okay? That's what I like to do, to show love to my friends. Oh, also, too, the link to their store will be right below. The website link will be in the description box below. I'm sure I already put it on the screen, but it's just easier if you go to the description box and click it, so you don't gotta type it in, right? I'm just trying to make life a little easy for you. Y'all, this is a keeping it real session, I guess, because this year, surprisingly, Mother's Day was hard for me. And not really the day itself. It was more so like the weekend as it was approaching. I got slapped in the face with some unexpected grief. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can, because it's, like I said, it's your girl's birthday. Like, I need to go off and celebrate. But because it's my birthday, I felt it necessary to share this story for a couple of different reasons. Last year on my birthday, on my actual birthday, at my first ultrasound last year, I found out and got confirmation that I had miscarried. This year, I got pregnant a little bit earlier in the year, before my birthday, but on my first ultrasound. If you know this, if you've been following the story, you know I found out I had a tubal pregnancy at my first ultrasound, and then had to have my left fallopian tube removed all in the same day. So it just seemed appropriate to discuss this and to release this video on my birthday instead of on Mother's Day weekend. And the other reason why is because I need people to understand that grief is a tricky little monster, okay? You may think and feel like everything is fine. Like, no, I think I coped with it really well this time. And something very small or something even big can come along and trigger you and send you down a spiral of depression that can jack you up. You aren't alone. It happens to the best of us. So it's okay that you're not perfect and that you're going through it. As Mother's Day was approaching this year, I was normally, just normal, feeling my normal self, kind of excited. The great thing this year, is that I'm married. So I have a mother-in-law, and I got a chance to spend Mother's Day with my mother-in-law, even though I couldn't physically be with my mom because she lives on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast, so there's that. But it was great to have my mother-in-law here because it just made me feel so much better. But girl, Saturday, Okay, so Friday leading into Saturday was rough. My husband and I had gotten into it. I don't even remember at this point what it was about. That was so last week. But it was something small, of course, because, we live together and quarantine, so we're around each other all the time right now. And it's really hard not to get on each other's nerves sometimes. It really is. It's just, it's life. Luckily, I consider him also a friend of mine, so I really enjoy his company. So we don't get on each other's nerves that much. End of the week of last week, for some reason, we were just tap dancing on each other's nerves, and it all boiled over. But I think already feeling down helped me to catapult. If you not even catapult, it helped me to spiral down lower and lower into depression, and made me start kind of thinking about all these other areas in my life that were just hurtful. And the one that was in the closest reach was what happened, a couple of months ago, is me losing my fallopian tube. And it was just like, all this feeling sorry for myself and feeling discouraged and just giving into a lot of really negative thoughts. It just was really bad. Um, Feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling like nobody really gets it. And it was surprising. It was really surprising that all of that came flooding and just slapping me in the face. So between Friday and Saturday, Saturday mostly was the roughest day. And I really had the opportunity to say out loud some of the things that I didn't know I needed to say. And to be quite honest with you, now that I'm like past it, I don't even really remember verbatim what I said, but I do know that my biggest fear right now is that my right fallopian tube isn't going to work, or that I could possibly have another ectopic pregnancy and lose the right fallopian tube as well. So those things are really scary. And it made me realize that after everything happened a couple of months ago, with me, having to do the surgery and having to experience that physically alone, because my husband wasn't allowed in the hospital with us because hello pandemic, hello quarantine, all right? Hence why I'm not able to be at the beach right now. It was actually a lot more traumatic than I allowed myself to explore and admit, I guess. Um, the reality of what things actually really could be, which is me not being able to naturally conceive, is scary. And I didn't give myself a chance to explore those feelings and feel that completely. After everything happened, all I wanted to do was try to stay optimistic and be optimistic, and that was that. I was not trying to give myself space. And I am the type of person that I do have to admit how I'm feeling. I have to say it out loud or write it down. I have to feel all of my feelings in order for me to get to the root of why I'm feeling that way. And getting down to that root allows me to really work through the problem. And I did not give myself space to do that after the surgery. All I wanted to do was pick everything back up and just keep going, stay on this journey, be true, be faithful. And I think it's okay to have those moments, but don't let them own you and don't get trapped and live there. So that's pretty much what happened with me. Like, I ended up having to feel those feelings, and I finally cried. Like, after my surgery, I didn't really cry about what happened. I didn't, like I said, I didn't allow myself to feel any negative feelings whatsoever. I wouldn't let it happen. Nope. And finally, I let it happen. I got it out, and honestly, I feel so much better. But on Saturday, I did not. I felt terrible on Saturday. I felt like, oh, tomorrow is going to probably be a really rough emotional day for me. I didn't know what to expect. Um, that feeling of resentment when looking at other mothers or pregnant women that's my age or older, or people getting pregnant and pretending like they didn't want their baby or they didn't want to be pregnant or something like that's funny. Those things were triggering me so much on Saturday. Mm, triggering me so much and causing me to resent people that I didn't even know, which was a feeling that I experienced last year when I miscarried. And it made me realize, once I realized what that feeling was, once I was able to identify that, ooh, this is resentment, that's when I was like, if I felt that way when I just naturally miscarried, why wouldn't I feel this way after having ectopic surgery and losing a fallopian tube? I should have allowed myself to go through those feelings so I can work through it instead of trying to suppress it. And that's what I realized I was doing to myself this year. Now I can say, thank goodness, okay? Thank God it is gone. That's what I can say about that. So it was rough, but I'm here. I'm happy. I'm back on the right side of the positivity, and I'm back on the right side of the journey. Um, and I'm glad that I got it out. I'm thankful. Thankful I'm still alive. Thankful I still have the other two. Thankful that I still have an opportunity to make all of these plans of mine come to fruition. And I'm thankful to have my mom. And I'm thankful to have my mother in law. I am just, everything is right. Everything is right. Even when certain things happen and go wrong, my life is still right. But I really, really wanted to share these thoughts with you guys. I just want you ladies to know, the ones that are actively trying and may feel a bit discouraged right now, sis, it's okay. That feeling of discouragement, that feeling, those negative thoughts and all that, it will pass. But it's a part of the process, and it's a part of grieving. Because why? You've experienced loss, so it's natural. Just celebrate life. It could be your birthday every day this year. That's what I say. Quarantine rules. Once your birthday actually comes, from that day forward, it's your birthday every day for the rest of the year. That's the new rule. So happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to me. Clink clink, okay? And yeah, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please.